What is up, guys? Outdoor Boys here. Finally back after a while not doing videos. In this video, guys, right now we're shooting our bows. We're going to show you guys a few techniques to help you guys have more success on the upcoming season.
What's up, guys? I'm Adam. Alright, now when I bow hunt, I prefer a lock-on. So lock-ons, they don't have so much space, but you can get up high, so they're not going to see you or smell you. But you have to get used to getting your feet right, and they're not going to be wide as you want it to be like that, but so they're going to be like that because the lock-on's only so big. Alright, so you have to learn how to adjust your shooting abilities. So my advice with a lock-on, when you're practicing like right now, when you're just regular shooting, just having fun, put your feet really close and just make a shot. Because you never know, you might be in an awkward position where you have to put your feet really close and you have to go like that, just like if the deer's coming right here. You never know what's going to happen. So you just need to practice any way you want, like any different types of ways, so you'll get better. Alright guys, so I'm going to show you how it's going to be like in a lock-on. So your feet's going to be almost shoulder length apart, almost. So I'll show you. But I'm using a Diamond by Bowtech with a Trophy Ridge single pin sight. It does pretty good for me, and I'm going to shoot a few and I'll show you my grouping. See, my feet are pretty close, so you got to get that down. Alright guys, so here's my grouping. It's actually really good. It's about a little bit bigger than a quarter, but that's really good. So try that technique out and tell me how it is, how you like it and stuff, how you do with it in the comments below.
Right now, guys, I'm sitting on a bucket to represent a ground blind situation. Right when you're eye level to that deer, I'm going to show you guys a few shots on how this works. I'll show you my full setup. So first, you're going to have your bow. You're going to be sitting down the whole time. Can't really move much in a ground blind due to space limitation and being so close to the deer. So what you're going to have to do, keep everything straight, parallel with the deer, straight, but you have to be pretty much as still as possible with the ground blind situation. Because if you make the slightest wrong movement or make the slightest noise, the deer's going to bolt away. So guys, I'm just going to take a few shots right now. Here we go. And with these shots, you want to practice shot placement and how still you need to be. And sometimes when you're hunting, whether it's in a ground blind or in a lock-on or however you're hunting, bow hunting, that deer's not going to stop, or it's going to stop right before you need it just come in range. So you need to practice holding your bow for as long as you can and then making the shot. Alright guys, so here are my shots. All great kill shots. That one's just a tad high, but it's still in the lung area. All of these great. Not about that big. But that's what, I mean, you're not going to have much space to move in that situation. When you're in the ground blind, have limited space. Guys, please tell me if this works for you. Anything that you might have to add or take away. Any suggestions. We're going to have a few more setups for you guys to see. Here we go.
Alright guys, so anything can happen in the woods, you know. You might go to your spot. You might have put your tree stand on the bad tree. Tree falls down because you have a heavy storm. You never know. You might just have to you might have to pop a squat on the ground. A deer might walk 10 yards away from you or some of that. You have to have that kneel shot down, you know. So I'm gonna show you some kneel shots. Let's put some downrange. Alright guys, so that's a pretty decently hard shot. Because, for one, it's pretty hard to get down on a knee. I mean, you know, and your heart's going to be pumping and everything, so you're going to be shaking. But you just have to practice it and you'll get pretty good at it. So let's go check out these shots. Alright, so here's my grouping off the kneel shot, which this one, it was decently alright. I hit lower liver. It's going to run a little bit, but she should fall. Alright, now this is both of these two are extremely good. Those are straight long. That's going to be double long. So that deer is going to be down in 10 yards maybe. So y'all just practice that out. Tell me what you like in the comments below. And tell me anything that you want us to do for you, and we'll take a shot.
Everybody knows how it goes during the rut. Bucky's got his nose in the ground, looking for that hot doe, following that trail. He's going to be moving. It's going to be hard to get him to stop. You can bleed. Man, you can yell at the deer, try to talk to him, say, hey. Had a guy do that once. It's weird. But that deer is not going to stop. I'm going to show you guys a few techniques on how to make that shot when the deer's not stopping. One thing you're going to want to do is shot placement. If any of you dove hunters out there know the dove's moving, so you want to follow in front of it, shoot, doves go right to your pattern. So it's pretty much the same thing with deer. If it's moving fast, you can do anything you can to try and stop it, but it's not going to stop. So what you're going to want to do is follow it. Follow about maybe just like tad bit in front of its chest. And once you're ready to take the shot, take it and walk right into your arrow. If that doesn't work, try it. You can try and stop it. Anything, but most likely if he's on a hot doe, he's not going to stop. So I'm going to show you guys what I'm talking about. So say I'm following this deer, staying in front of him, he keeps walking, boom, kill shot. That, I don't want to say it's that simple, but it's, once you're in the heat, you see that big buck, you're going to be shaking, moving. It's going to be hard to get that shot down packed, so you guys can practice that. One way you can practice that, get a rope, put it to the end of a 3D target, and swing it, so you can practice that, following it back and forth. It'll help you guys have more success during the middle of the rut. Recently, me and my dad came and cleared the spot out. We have a stand just right a few yards away. Have a big white oak acorn tree for when the acorns start to fall. Before we came and cleared this spot out, it was just a whole bunch of little trees, about maybe little sprouts about that big, bushes. It was pretty hard to see. I only had about 1 or 2 lanes to shoot out of. Came and cleared it out. Now I have pretty much everywhere to shoot out of, and the deer still feel safe. We plan to come in here, till it up, plant it. There was some rye, winter wheat. I'll have to show you guys whenever it starts sprouting up. We just got a good rain in. I hope we plan to wash some of this out to kind of clear it up a little bit, but actually just made it worse. So we'll have to come in here, till it up, plant it, and I will show you guys what the outcome looks like. Alright, about a month ago, we planted some food plots, and we got all the same stuff. You know, we got millet, ryegrass, and sorghum. We got this pretty nice one right here, and we got some down there. Alright, so this right here is a sorghum. It's growing up pretty nice, as you can tell. It's getting pretty big, but it gets much higher, so it's still growing. And this right here, this is the millet. Millet grows up pretty high too, so they're not fully grown yet, and they'll get about the size that the sorghum is right now. And then we got this ryegrass down here, like it's all about all that. So this doesn't get so high, it's just like regular grass. So I'm pretty sure this is about what is was done growing. Deer love all this, so I suggest you to do this. It's just a broadside blend, and it works perfect, y'all. Guys, last year I hunted this very stand. Had plenty of encounters with great deer, some close ones, was never able to make the shot. So this year I'm gonna switch up strategies. I'm gonna move it down about maybe 20 or 30 yards down that way. The deer seem to be tearing that place up over there. They're keeping it nice and plowed down. So we're seeing most of our deer. They'll come out right here, feed in there, maybe sometimes come up in here. But mainly they're coming out down there, feeding, and then going straight back in. So what we're gonna do later on is move the stand down there. I'll show you guys the spot. We're gonna move it to a better tree, because as you can see, this tree is open. We accidentally cut some limbs that we shouldn't have, killed it, and it just left me too open, kept getting spotted. So we're gonna move it down to a better tree down there that we've spotted. Been looking at it, trying to figure out the height and everything, making sure everything's looking good.
Alright guys, so we found a tree that we're going to put that stand down there. So we see all these deer walking up through over here and everything. So we think we're going to put it on this tree right here. It's a really nice tree. All we have to do is really trim this limb, and then you have this perfect limb right here for cover that you can shoot straight over. I mean, and you can shoot under it too if they're like over here, but they usually come from that direction and they walk all the way in the field. So this tree is nice and healthy. You know, as you can tell, it goes straight up. I mean, so it's still growing limbs that aren't dead and everything. So this is a really good, strong tree, and I think we'll do good this year.
Well, I'm Payne.
I'm Adam. Thank you guys for watching.
Please like, comment, subscribe, and give us some feedback in the comments below.